Hey guys, welcome to Drop Time, the self-proclaimed #1 podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases. We're your hosts with the most.
This is Jamal.
This is Luis. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at @droptime_ and also on Instagram at _droptime. Today is October 11th, and let's give you a quick rundown what's coming up this upcoming week. So today's Sunday, nothing. Monday, as always, we have the Kith Monday program. Tuesday, nothing. Then Wednesday, that's when the release starts happening. So on Wednesday, we're going to have the women's Air Jordan 1 High OG Lucky Green. So that's pretty much it for Wednesday. And on Thursday, we're going to have Supreme Week 8. So let's see what's coming out there. Additionally, we're going to have the Nike Kobe 5 Protro 5 rings, the women's Air Jordan 1 High Zoom Sisterhood, and the women's Air Jordan 1 Mid Sisterhood. Also going to have the limited ETD collab with SBTG. What the hell is that?
It's a tough one, huh?
SBTG, New Balance 327 Urban Islander. So that's pretty much it for Thursday. But Friday, we're gonna have the Union restock of the Union Air Jordan Zoom 92 Guava Ice, the Union Air Jordan Delta Mid off Noir, the Union Air Jordan 4 off Noir, and then we're also gonna have the Aime Dore New Balance P550 in four different colorways: silver, evergreen, red, and navy. That's pretty much it for Friday. On Saturday, we're gonna have the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Dark Gray, and that's pretty much it for the week as of now. But first, let's go back. So what happened? What happened last week, Jamal? Can you give us a kind of recap?
Yeah. So last week on Sunday we had nothing like usual. On Monday we saw Kith Monday program. Not much to say about that. I mean, it's Kith Monday program. Tuesday, Wednesday we didn't see anything. And then Thursday, we saw Supreme Week 7. We saw them. Finally, we got a good drop on Supreme. So we saw the long sleeve BOGO tees. They were retailing for $48, and then right now the resale is about $250, $320, depending on the color. Which honestly, I'm kind of surprised about this resale because stock seemed like it was very, very high on this drop.
Well, I think this price is not reflective of what it's supposed to be usually. For BOGOs, I feel they're usually priced higher.
Oh, 100%. I mean, yeah, if it was 1 or 2 years ago, 100%, this would be like a $500, $600, even $700 in certain colorways. But I saw a lot of rumors that there was 100,000 shirts per color. I don't know if that's really true because
wow.
Remember we also saw people say that there was like 600,000 of the carbon Yeezys. So
yeah, these numbers people are coming up lately are kind of crazy, man. People are just throwing numbers out there like it's nothing, like it's just 1967. I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. But so Jamal, did you actually cop one of these BOGOs, or are you just talking about it?
No, I'm just talking about it this week. Unfortunately, I did not have the luck to be able to cop one. I got to the payment screen a bunch of times and submitted an order, but I just kept getting hit with our site is overloaded or whatever the error message it is that you need to try again. They weren't able to process the payment. So yeah, I had no luck this week. What about you? Did you? Or actually, you ended up getting one, didn't you?
Yeah, I ended up getting one, man. But I think it was just luck, man, because so I tried manual and I wasn't really hitting manual because, as you said, Supreme was having some issues with their website. So these damn botters, bro, taking.
I don't even know if it was the botters because remember when we were going for some restocks? I think it was the next day. The whole site was fully down. It wasn't even loading.
Yeah,
I think it was just Supreme having issues with their site, but
they need to get a load balancer right there, man. That way they could just, I guess, manage their traffic and whatnot.
Well, it's the same issue that Bodega had with their New Balance, that their site was fully down for like 10 minutes. I don't understand all of these retailers. I mean, how many years are we in this now that reselling is a big thing, botting is a big thing, all of this stuff is a big thing, and yet they will never understand. Just upgrade your servers. Have it where you can handle the traffic on a big drop. I mean, this is BOGOs. You already know everybody's going to be going for them. But they'll
you know what though? At the end of the day, the resellers control the market, so maybe they just take that into consideration because they create the hype. So if it was GR, like a general release, then people wouldn't really hype it up how it is. So I guess that they somehow want to give the resellers an opportunity to purchase these items. But so I did.
Possible.
I did get the box logo. I got it in white.
Which you got the best color possible to get it in.
I got the best, but the thing is, I didn't get my size. I got a large, so I guess I'm gonna have to
Ooh.
lose. I'm gonna have to lose some weight, man. You know, this epidemic has made me gain some extra pounds. I was about to say kilos.
I think we in Europe now. We on the move in Europe.
Yeah, hey, so I don't know if you guys, but actually Jamal is on the move right now. He's out and about. So if you guys hear some noises in the background, it's just nature.
Yeah, it's unfortunately you might get some noises in this episode, but yeah, we on remote location, so there's only so much I can control in this environment, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought I heard a wolf in the background or a chicken. You know, they sound pretty similar, but you know, at the end of the day,
maybe you heard both, that the wolf was going after the chicken. That might have been what it
maybe
was.
The chicken, because you know chickens go like this. They go buck, 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 buck. They go like that.
They do. That was a good chicken noise.
Yeah.
I feel like that chicken was right next to me.
It probably was. It's probably biting at you. You gotta check your shoes, man. So, did anything happen on Friday, or is just Thursday the most important day of the week? Because you know
No,
Thursdays are supreme.
Yeah,
Thursdays.
so this week, Thursday actually was finally the most important day of the week. Usually, this whole season has been pretty bad, but this
It's been
BOGO
trash.
this BOGO finally we got something good. But yeah, that was it on Thursday. Friday we didn't have anything. Again, like we talked about the last podcast, this week was a slow week. That it used to be a normal thing, and then 2020 happened, and Nike decided to release every single possible shoe that they could. So it's been busy, but we got a slow week. But yeah, nothing on Friday. And then what do we see on Saturday, Luis?
So on Saturday, we had the much anticipated Adidas Yeezy Quantum Teal Blue colorway come out. Retail $250. Current resale $300. So
yeah, I don't know if I would be considering this the much anticipated.
I was just hyping it up, man. And you know the intro right there, it was like the news anchor stuff. I've been practicing it for like 10 days back to back, every hour on the dot. You know, trying to get my breaking news voice kind of ready. You know, drop time breaking news. But so yeah, the Adidas Yeezy Quantum Teal Blue. Not much resale. People went for them. I guess you can say it's a good shoe to move locally, not on the apps, because the apps take a lot of percentage. Oh, speaking of the apps taking percentage, we all know that Flight Club recently reduced their consignment percentage. So that's
big reduction.
Yeah, and they also launched the Alias app. So so go Flight Club, Alias. If you guys don't know, they're all kind of like the same thing combined, but that's something we're going to cover later on in the podcast. So but to go back to the subject, Jamal, did you get any of these quantums? Did you sleep?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't even question getting these. I stayed as far away as possible from these. If you look back at other colorways for the quantums, I think it's like below like a size 8 or something, they go like way below retail. I think they're like $200 is pretty much what you can get any other color under a size 8. So I stayed as far as possible away from these. These were never something I was even going to consider getting.
Dude, I thought about going for the quantums, but I asked one of my friends if he thought it was a good basketball shoe, because supposedly this is a basketball shoe.
Supposedly.
So I was like, supposedly. Yeah, supposedly. So I asked my buddy, he had a pair of the quantums, and I'm like, hey, bro, so is this shoe good for basketball? He's like, not really. He's like, I feel like I'm going to roll my ankles. And I was like, oh, you know, in my mind, I'm like, I'm kind of older now and everything. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to risk rolling my ankles, because, you know, man, like once you're old, it's hard to recover, man. These basketball injuries I sustained early on in my career, they're just hard, man.
In your career in what, the Serbian league?
Hey, in the streets of basketball, man.
Oh, all right. So you were in the like the A1 tournaments back in the day.
Nah, we're just playing in my local court, you know. Back in the day.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
when I could run.
All right, there you go. But no, I might have seen them in person one time, but I've never actually like worn the quantums or anything. I'm surprised though. They seem like they have good ankle support, but I guess at the end of the day, it's a casual shoe, not a basketball shoe.
Yeah, but speaking about basketball, what soccer shoe came out on
So
Saturday?
it wasn't technically a soccer shoe, but it was a club. The soccer club. We saw the PSG, the Paris Saint-Germain Air Jordan 4 come out. These were released plenty of places, foot sites. There was on sneakers, on Kith, on a bunch of places. These Honestly, I'm surprised. These were harder to get than I was expecting because everybody was releasing these. Everybody was releasing them online. There was hardly even like raffles to even deal with. It was pretty much all online releases. But surprisingly, these retailed for 225, which is a very high retail, but they're reselling for 295 to 330 in these. I was expecting to see like 250. I was not expecting to see this $300 mark.
No, I was surprised too, because initially, like when I woke up that day, I was like, Saturday kind of a sleeper day. But then I started looking at the PSG drops. Well, first starting in Europe, because we're in the Americas, so we
Yeah.
saw the European release like early. I say like Friday night. So we saw them drop in Europe, and then I saw the prices kind of spiking up. So I was like,
That's true. They did.
maybe.
Yeah, they took a. I think they bottomed out as Europe was happening. Yeah, they took a hit up. They actually started going up. It was surprising.
Yeah, so I woke up. I was like considering going for them, but then I was like, okay, well, I don't have my bot set up. I don't have my proxy set up.
True.
So I was like, I'm just gonna skip it, man. But it was a lesson well learned. That way, I could be better prepared.
Well, there
But
was restocks you can go for.
yeah, restocks. But and I was like, nah. I'm just gonna skip it, man, because this upcoming week is kind of busy. But no, going back to talking about Saturday. So on Saturday, we also had the Air Jordan 3 Royal Cement come out. Usually retailers and whatnot. Retail 190, current resale 280, which is surprising
That
for
was
Jordan 3.
beyond surprising. I mean, these actually went up in price. These were selling after the Europe release, which was I don't know what 1 or 2 months ago. These were selling for in majority of sizes. They were selling for like 240. Like you could get them 240, 250 all day, and then now they're at 280. I mean, like what the heck happened? This day, I don't know. I sometimes releases confuse me because this was an easy shoe to get when it came out in Europe. When it came out in the US, ends up being a hard shoe and prices spike. It's interesting how this release went. I was not expecting much out of this one.
You know what? You know what happened? I know why this happened.
All right, what?
It's because the American population, the American people, North America, South America, the Americas,
Yeah,
they liked it, so the price went up. Supply and demand.
Well, of course, but but the supply was way higher than demand before the release. Like you could have got these essentially an early pair for less than what you can get them now.
Hey,
Which,
speaking
that
about
doesn't happen that often.
yeah, so yes, you speak about early pairs, man. I've been looking at maybe starting to get early pairs of some shoes because recently this trend of just random Jordans going up, it kind of like made me like reconsider the whole market. Cause I feel like the market's shifting. So we saw it shift more to Jordan 1s being popular now, and I feel like it's shifting more to also the more classic silhouettes of the shoe, the 4 and the 3 becoming more wanted. So I feel that if you have the opportunity to get early pairs, definitely take advantage, start getting them because the market is definitely shifting.
Honestly, because like the PSGs, they were under these prices before the release. Like you get them early cheaper than what you can get them now. Same with the Jordan 3. So yeah, that's not actually a bad idea. It might be early pairs might become a thing again because they were a thing like 3 or 4 years ago as a big thing. Then it kind of died away. But yeah, that might be a thing again to get early pairs. Actually, it might be worth paying that premium because it's cheaper than the premium you have to pay later on.
Exactly. But so enough about this about last week. So what's coming up next week, Jamal? Anything crazy, anything cool, anything that we should look forward to?
There's plenty to look forward. No, there's plenty. This is not a slow week. We're going back to the normal way of things. So Sunday, nothing. Monday program, not much to say about that. Tuesday, nothing. Finally on Wednesday, we're gonna see a very good one. So we're gonna see the women's Air Jordan 1 High OG in the lucky green colorway. So this is gonna be a $170 shoe. Right now, resale sitting about $300. Honestly, I won't be surprised if resale stays around there. Like this is a very good colorway.
Definitely, I definitely see it staying around there too. And I feel this is a shoe that everybody should go for because the Jordan 1 has been proven. The Jordan 1 High has been proven to have high sales. And
honestly, at this point, I would say all Jordan 1s because lows and mids are also doing very good.
Mids?
Yeah, mids. Yeah.
Mids?
Well, okay, the only thing about lows and mids is majority of the time they sell for just a bit above retail. It's usually not something crazy, but you give them like a month or two, man, you see some nice profits.
Yeah, a month or two is a month or two way too much. Especially because
Oh, get out of
we're
here! It's called investing. It's called that long-term portfolio.
hey, where I'm from here in LA, man, we pay taxes
Okay,
on all
yeah,
purchases.
but still, if that's why, but that's even more of a reason to hold. So you hold them for a bit, and I mean, at the end of the day, what's a low go for? Like, what's the retail of a low? 90. What's the retail of a mid? 100, 110. I mean, that's
All
not
right,
like honestly, that's not much money to like you're gonna go pay 220 for a brick easy, 250 for a quantum. You can go get a few pairs of lows or mids, hold them for a few months, see some nice profits.
I'm buying 100 mids. Then I called it.
100.
100.
Damn, I didn't know my speech was that convincing.
Hey, man, you convinced me, man.
All
You
right, we'll see
convinced me.
that then. But yeah, that's what we'll be seeing. They'll be releasing a bunch of places the Lucky Greens. We'll see them on sneakers, foot sites, Finish Line, Shoe Palace, bunch of Shopify sites, all that kind of stuff. So definitely look out for those. Go for them. Honestly, in my opinion, get as many as you possibly can. We already seen that women's Jordan 1s go for a lot, especially if they're a good color. So I wouldn't sleep on these at all. But then
Definitely.
on yeah,
Grab them with your hands, grab them with your toes, grab them with your nose. Just get them all.
tell the aunt down the street, the grandma down the street, the uncle down, everybody. Tell everybody to go for them. Everybody should be going for these. But then on Thursday, first thing we'll see is Supreme Week 8. Let's hope for something. I think you were seeing that there might be something good in Supreme Week 8, right?
I've been hearing some rumors that TNF might be this week.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one if that happens.
Yeah, man, because supposedly TNF was supposed to be last week, but it got changed up because of BOGO.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what my insiders are telling me right now. But let's see what happens. Let's see if the prediction is right. And if
I
it's
mean,
not,
yeah.
well, at least we hyped it.
Well, of course, but maybe Supreme got their brick stuff out of the way in the first 6 weeks, and now we'll finally get to see like good releases every single week. I hope so.
The only thing I'm hoping for week 8 is maybe a restock of those wrenches.
I don't think have they ever restocked an accessory mid-season?
I don't know, man. I haven't
don't
really
think
paid
so.
attention to restocks like
I
that.
don't think they've ever brought in an accessory back mid-season. I'm not. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to be happening. You might just have to head over to StockX and grab one.
We'll see. But on Thursday we're also gonna have the Nike the Nike Kobe 5 Protro 5 rings. Retail of 180. Current resale is 300 to 400, depending on the size. As usual, same place you're gonna get them. It's gonna be pretty limited.
Not many places have Protro, so yeah, don't sleep on them. But there's not that many places you're gonna have a chance to get them.
Yeah, but still, it's a good shoe and definitely
100%.
good. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of talking about reselling Kobe's since
That's a touchy subject. I think it's still too early. That's when you reselling Kobe's, there at least needs to be a portion being donated.
At least Kobe, if you do get a Kobe, we urge you to just wear it, and if you don't get your size, you can always sell it and buy your size. But
Yes,
please,
it's a very good option.
yeah, but please just try to keep Kobe's memory intact. But so on Thursday we're also gonna have the women's Air Jordan 1 High Kobe Sisterhood. Additionally, we're gonna have a mid model. So this shoe is kind of different looking to the design that
It's very interesting.
they did. Yeah, so the Zoom High is gonna be 150. Current resale 300, but let's see if it's gonna hold.
I think the Zoom highs are 175. I think
175.
I think Zooms are a bit more than regular highs.
Well, when I checked for the prices on StockX, hey, shout out StockX. When I checked the price on StockX, it was 150. But they're always wrong.
Yeah, there's many times StockX, even after. The funny thing is, sometimes I've seen that after a release, that they'll add in sometimes like you won't see retail or the SKUs or anything like that. I've seen after the release they'll put in the wrong retail price. Like I'll see they'll put like a shoe at like 200 and it was only like 180.
Even sometimes like a shoe releases and they don't update it because
I don't know.
I was looking at the prices earlier in the day of the what was it called, the union shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they weren't out there, so it was kind of weird.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah,
Well, I guess
so
I just checked. I guess they are 150. Nike showing them 150.
all right, so 150 resale 300.
There you
That's
go.
for the Jordan 1 Zoom High Sisterhood, and for the mid, retail 125, resale 250 to 270. So pretty good shoes profit right there, man. So I definitely try to get those. You guys, are you gonna be going for these, Jamal? Are you gonna wait them out? Are you gonna try to get them in your size? Because I do know that you fit into these, which I unfortunately I don't fit into them.
I think the very largest size works for me, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I'm going to get these for myself. This is a bit too much going on with that shoe for me to be wearing them. But I might be going for these. I think these mids, honestly, I think these mids might have a better profit margin. We'll see if they actually end up releasing. I think there's a good chance these get delayed, the mids. But I think they'll have a good profit margin. But yeah, I think these, I think this still the highs. I think they're worth going for. You'll see some good profits just because at the end of the day, Jordan 1s, I've yet to see a Jordan 1 brick where you're not making money on it.
Hey, well, let's see what happens. But this next shoe upcoming, I don't know how to say it. I know Jamal probably does, but
so it's limited edition. It is a retailer out in Asia. So they're doing a collab with SBTG, which is another brand, doing a collab on a New Balance 327. The colorway is going to be Urban Islander. So right now, it's looking like it's just a release on limited edition. So pretty much, I don't think if I remember correctly, before trying to get shoes on their site, they do not ship internationally, unfortunately. I expect this shoe to have a pretty wide release, though. Eventually, it'll be limited to just them this first time. That's how New Balance does it. Well, they'll have it just at the retailer when they do a collab. Then later on, they'll have a release at New Balance and then have them at other locations, other retailers. So we'll probably see a limited release and then a wider one later on. Retail on them, if I am not mistaken, is 100, maybe 120 because of the collab, but 327s are $100 usually. I think we'll see some good resale on this.
Yeah, but Jamal, you mentioned earlier that they're not going to have international shipping, but that's not an issue for the people who listen to Drop Time, because people who listen to Drop Time know that reshippers will let you buy anything anywhere.
That is a very good point. That's why people gotta tune into our podcast so they know how to get shoes and where to get them.
And yeah, so if you tune into a podcast, you know. And if you don't know, now you know. And if you didn't know, well, you know that now you know.
And if you know somebody that doesn't know, make sure you let them know about the podcast.
Exactly. So what else was gonna happen? What's gonna happen on Friday, Jamal? Anything cool? Anything kind of crazy? Anything restocking that hasn't released in the United States?
Yeah, so Friday, that's a good way to give a little hint, huh? Friday on the 16th, we will finally see the wide release of the Union Air Jordan collection. So we're going to see the Air Jordan Zoom 92s in the Guava ice color. We'll see the Air Jordan Delta mids in the off Noir color, and then we'll also see the Air Jordan 4 in only the off Noir color. So again, like we already have talked about, everybody I think knows at this point, the Guava ice in the Jordan 4s is Union exclusive. So if you didn't get them on Union, I'm sorry, you gotta go get them somewhere else, but you're not going to be getting them anywhere else for retail. So right now it's on sneakers. Foot Locker is showing for in-store release only on these. We will see other retailers, of course, get them, but yeah, don't expect any like really wide release and expect a lot of raffles. These are not going to be easy to get, but of course, sneakers got you covered. You can always try on there.
Yep. And also on Friday, we're going to have the global release of the Aime Leon Dore New Balance P550. Global release. That's right. Global. It's going to be in 4 different colorways: silver, evergreen, red, and navy. Retail is $130. Resale is currently around $400 depending on the size and the color. So definitely be on the lookout for that. They will be releasing on the regular Shopify retailers and on New Balance. So definitely keep an eye out. Definitely try to go after this shoe if you have the time. It's this even though this shoe looks kind of weird. Definitely, I'm not.
You can say it. You can say it. You can say it. You thought they're ugly. You can say it. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Jamal. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for exposing me. First of all.
No, it's not. Hey, if a shoe is ugly to you, a shoe is ugly to you. I honestly don't think they look good either. I'm in agreement with you. I think I don't know how they consider this a basketball collection. This ain't look like a basketball shoe.
Yesterday, Jamal and I were talking about like what's coming out like this week. I told Jamal, I was like, "Hey man, how does this like P550 look? Because I can't find it." So like he sends me a picture. I'm like, "Man, you shouldn't have even sent me a picture at all. This is horrible." This
All
is
right, now
it,
you take. Okay, I said you consider it ugly. Now you're taking it like way too. Now you're taking it beyond. I don't even want to see a picture of this.
I don't know. I just looked at it and I felt like I was like transported back to the 70s. I was like,
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
it looks like something that Nike would like make like back in the day. I wasn't really a big fan of it. I'm still not a big fan of it. Even tomorrow when I wake up and the rest of like my life, I don't think I'm gonna be a big fan of the P550.
The rest of the life. That's a bold statement, man.
Hey, drop time. We make both statements all day, all night. You know, I'll keep it. Drop time. Follow us on all social medias and everything. Like, follow, subscribe. You know what to do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Friday. So, anything cool happening on Saturday, Jamal? Anything exclusive? Anything that might get delayed?
So to finish off the week on Saturday the 17th, we will see the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro in the dark gray colorway. So this is going to be right now. It's for Europe only. I think we might see Asia get them also at the same time, but US so far these are not going to be dropping in the US this week. We will see them drop in the US. My expectations is a week to two after. How it's been, considering we still have the pandemic, there's still logistical issues. Usually US gets a bit delayed behind Europe on releases because they can't get stock over here in time. So we'll probably see these a week or two after. But retail on these is going to be $100 like any other SB Dunk. It might be a bit more just considering that is a pro. I think pros are 120, so it's going to be 100 or 120 retail. But right now, resale, it's a very big spread just considering the shoe hasn't even dropped yet. There's prices anywhere from 300 to 1,000. I honestly think these will probably settle because this is a pretty solid colorway and a Dunk Low. I think these will settle for about, let's say like $400 or $500. That's my estimate. I think about $400 or $500 is settle at. What do you think, Luis?
I think 300 to 1,000. That's what it's looking at right now.
No, what do you think they'll like end up reselling for?
Oh, okay. Okay, that's how they are.
Like eventually, like after they drop.
Okay, after they drop and everything, once everything happens, I see it anywhere from 4 to 550.
Okay, so we're on the same page. $400-$500. You got 4 to 550. Okay, so yeah,
4 to 550.
So we'll see if we're both correct about that one. But yeah, that's it right now. That is all we got for this upcoming week. Finally, we're back on track. So yeah, don't sleep on this week, guys. There's not there every single day, not every single day, almost every day. There's some good drops. So finally, we're back on the horse and we're going fast. So get ready for this holiday season because it's back on track.
Yep, you guys know Drop Time always keeping it organic, non-GMO. You guys know the vibe, good vibes all around. But what were you saying, Jamal? Before I interrupted you.
So you brought up about Flight Club. So what's the 411? The rundown of Flight Club.
Yeah, the 411. So
yeah,
411. Like yeah, you know, you young people you forget the numbers.
It's don't worry. No, don't worry. I've used 411. I've had to call 411 sometimes. Don't act like you're so much older than me. We're not that far apart.
Don't be flexing on me how young you are, all right? But yeah, so Flight Club was, everybody knows Flight Club's consignment rate 20%. But so Flight Club has been like the king, I guess you can say, of consignment stores, the king of reselling stores. It's like the king. It's like not only in the United States, not only in North America, not only in the Americas, including, you could say, the entire thing, South America and everything and whatnot, but in the world, like Flight Club has been like the number one consignment store.
That's the pinnacle. When you think about like when you're thinking about what's the highest price a shoe can go for, you look at Flight Club.
Yeah. You look at Flight Club. So then we've had other entries into the market. We'd had Soul Stage. We've had Stadium Goods. We'd have and just other what is it called, Urban Necessity out in Las Vegas. And then we've had the apps start coming in. We have StockX, Go, and then other apps have came and gone. But the ones that have withstood time are StockX and Go. So not a lot. I don't know if everybody knows or they don't know. Go actually bought Flight Club, and Go, the owners of Go are Foot Locker.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's very strange for a retailer getting shoes direct from Nike and Adidas and other, of course, other brands to also be owning a resell platform that then also bought another resell platform.
And then it's not even there, man. That's not the end of it. So recently they launched an app called Alias, and Alias kind of just changed the whole market thing, like the whole marketplace entirely, because Alias is mostly aimed, and at least this is from what I've seen on the app, it's aimed towards, like I could say, like power sellers.
Okay, I haven't even looked at it. I haven't used it yet, so I'm not too familiar with Alias.
Oh, I signed up the other day. So on Alias, consignment is I think 9.5%, and they have 2.9% cash out, and then they have $5 fee for each shoe. That's for the United States.
So it's the same structure as Go.
It's the same structure as Go, but the thing is, they charge. I think total comes out to like 14.5% consignment fee, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I can't do math. Let me see.
That's including the $5. The $5 is hard to. No, it'll end up being, so if it's 9.5 and 2.9, you're going to be seeing a 12.3%.
Okay, 12.3%, and then
12.4, not 3, 12.4.
Okay, 12.4, and then additionally the $5 per shoe. So if you do the math on the 20% versus the new 12.4 percentage, and including the fee, you make more money now with 12.4% plus $5 fee. But the thing is, are these new commission structures, are they going to change the price at Flight Club? Because as Jamal said, Flight Club has been the place where you take your shoes to sell for the high.
I think it does. You were talking to me and you were saying you think Flight Club stays Flight Club. I honestly think with the reduction in the fees, the people selling will reduce their prices, and we already know how it goes with the sneaker Twitter trend, that it's undercut everybody, because it's always the meme is that people are using their mom's credit card and they gotta pay off that credit card before the month ends. So I honestly think the prices drop.
I don't think the prices are going to drop, because Urban Necessities have had like a lower commission structure since
they've been 10% forever. Yeah, from the start they've been 10%.
Yeah, and Urban Necessities has been constantly growing. They're one of the biggest consignment stores in the world, I guess you can say. They're the biggest in Las Vegas.
Yeah, so, of course.
Yeah, and everybody knows 2J's Kicks. That's his name, right? 2J's?
Yeah. Yeah, 2J's. Yeah, I think it's 2J's. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody knows him, and what a big impact he's made on secret culture.
Hey, 2J's, you always got a spot on here. You can always come through with an interview.
Always welcome, even though I messed up your name.
It's okay. Well, you can come on and help Luis with how to say your name. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, teach me English, 2J. But yeah, so they've always had a pretty good commission structure, and if I remember correctly, they have like a per item fee also. If I remember correctly, do they have per item fee?
I thought it's just the 10%.
Okay, let's just say it's a 10%. But yeah, so like I've had experiences with Flight Club, Goat, StockX, and everything, and also Urban Necessities. So like my experience. Oh, I forgot, what's that small shop in Little Tokyo?
I don't know. I'm not from Little Tokyo. I ain't in LA. I don't know.
I forgot this place, man. Anyways,
is it not Stadium Goods?
No, it's not Stadium Goods. I forgot what this place is.
It's just like really a small place. I have no idea then.
Yeah, I forgot the name. But it's pretty well known, but I forgot the name. But
right.
Yeah. So I don't think that this commission structure at Flight Club is going to affect anything, because Jamal earlier mentioned that there's this meme on Twitter that these kids use their mom's credit card and they need to sell their shoes fast. Well, where do they go to? Where do these kids go to? They go to
StockX,
and they go to StockX. But specifically, they go to StockX because on StockX you literally press a button and you sell it. And
yeah, Go it's a bit more.
Yeah, and at Flight Club you gotta mail your shoe in, and you gotta go drop it off, and you need to have some patience to sell it. Sometimes the shoes sell same day. Sometimes they don't even make it onto the sales floor. Sometimes they take 5 months. I've had a pair. I remember I had a pair of Kobe Protros that I dropped off.
You had the undefeated ones, huh?
Yeah, I had the undefeated ones. Remember the green ones?
Yeah.
Funny thing about the whole undefeated Kobe Protro collab that came out, I actually got all the colors. All of them.
Yeah, because they did that. Was it the stash or the
Yeah,
the
it was like a pass or something like that.
the
Yeah,
pass? Yeah, I think it was the pass. So yeah, you went and picked them up. Yeah.
yeah. So I spoofed everywhere, and then I got all the colorways. But when I want to go pick up the first pair that day, I went to Silver Oaks. What was this place called? Silver Lake. I went to Silver Lake undefeated to go pick them up. They're like, oh yeah, you can only pick up one color, and I happened to pick up the green one. It was the green one. That's the one that cost the least.
Oh, that's good then.
No, it cost the least. Like
cost the least.
Like
Oh,
to retail,
damn.
like it was the one with the least profit.
That
So
sucks.
yeah, and then I either had opportunity to pick that one up or the red one. And I was like, you know what? I'm already here. I was already in line. I already woke up early. I'm not gonna drive anywhere else. I'm like, you know what? I'll just get these. So I get them, and then I end up going to Flight Club, and I drop them off, and they were there for like I think like 5 to 6 months.
Damn, that's a long time.
It was a long time.
Kobe, that's a very long time.
I was surprised it took so long because my experience with Flight Club is usually my first experience. Actually, it was with the Supreme Nike Up Tempo, the collab. It was the gold. It was the gold colorway. So I got that one. So that was my first ever shoe I consigned with them. First ever.
And that probably sold like same day.
It sold literally the same day. I dropped it off and I drove back to my house. And as soon as I got to my house, I saw it sold.
Damn, that's crazy.
I was like, wow. I was like, this is crazy because it's the first time I ever sold at Flight Club. Like I had sold like Yeezys on StockX and everything, but I'm like, wow, like Flight Club is where it's at. So like that's kind of like my whole experience started with Flight Club. I just started taking that. It was that shoe. Then next thing you know, I'm showing up to Flight Club with 20, 30, 40 pairs, man. Like it's nothing. You know, I had
just a little light flex.
It's a subtle flex. Hey, but I know you, Jamal. I know you mailed in like 100, 200 pairs, bro.
So, get out of here. Where are you coming up with this stuff? I have never mailed in 100, 200 pairs to Flight Club.
All right, let's just let our listeners and followers think that, but I know.
You're gonna keep. I already know you're gonna keep the rumor going on.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the week, guys. Like it's the week is ending off pretty strong. We have a lot of shoes coming out, so you guys better be ready for this upcoming week.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow us. Got us on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and plenty of other places that you can listen to podcasts. So don't make sure you guys don't miss any of the craziness coming up this week, because finally we're back on track. We got another good week. So make sure you got post notifications on for Twitter, so you're not missing out. We don't want to see you coming in with the tweet saying, oh, it's already sold out. Well, of course it's sold out. You 30 minutes late. If you were actually got the post notifications on and you on time, you would have copped. Make sure you're not getting stuck in that sticky situation.
That's right. Thank you for listening to Drop Time, the self-proclaimed #1 podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases. On behalf of the Drop Time team, we wish you good luck, good health, and good vibes all around. Peace.